Hey, and today I thought I'd make a video on some very unfortunate news in the YouTube community. Uh, I've never uploaded a video on my YouTube channel. I've, mainly been there just to subscribe to other channels and watch them. And unfortunately, one of my favorite YouTubers, Angry Grandpa, has passed away. And it sucks. It really does. I shed some tears over it, because it's he was too young, and man, I just feel so bad for Michael and Bridget and his whole family. So first off, let me just say, you know, my prayers go out to you and your entire family and friends that know Anchor Grandpa, or Charles Green. That's his real name. Um, Boy, man, I'm gonna miss Anchor Grandpa. I can't tell you how many videos I've watched of his. I've watched countless of his videos, and they make me laugh. They make me cry, like laughing so hard. And I've watched some of his videos over and over again. You know, in times like this, I feel it's good to remember Angry Grandpa. And I find myself watching tons of Angry Grandpa videos a lot. When I'm at work, on my spare time, waiting, for my coworkers to paint the wheels I paint for a living. And, um, or, for example, when I'm just sitting at home in my bed or whatever, I'm watching Angry Grandpa on my PlayStation, while I eat my dinner. I can't tell how many times me and my little brother have watched Angry Grandpa. I introduced him to Angry Grandpa. Let me start off by talking about Angry Grandpa and how I got introduced to him. Well, I remember hearing, about Angry Grandpa. He'd been on YouTube for a long time. I kind of heard about it. I didn't really know who he was. But then I saw his video on, really one of the first videos to go viral from him. Was the where he destroys the PS4 for the Christmas cookies incident. That went on Facebook. I saw that. I remember one day, I don't remember how or why, randomly just found myself watching Angry Grandpa videos. I'm like, man. And then I watched the pumpkin carving videos. I am not kidding you. I was crying and I was laughing so hard that it was hurting. I couldn't stop laughing. When I went through and I watched them all. And then I watch videos like where he goes into his the lockbox and he locks himself out of it, and then he ends up cutting into it, and it's just candy and Slim Jims and stuff like that. I showed my aunt, and my aunt was laughing. She normally doesn't even watch that kind of YouTube stuff, and she was laughing. She's like, "Oh my god," and that's hilarious. And I showed my brother the video, and the first video I showed him was the Hardee's video, where he goes and tries the most American thick burger, and the first time I watched that video, I was crying, just the way he was reacting to everything. Man, he was such a funny guy, and entertaining, and and he was just being himself. He was just being good old Angry Grandpa, man. The way he screamed and yelled, and then when he would get really mad and you would start talking so fast you could barely understand him. Man, that's Angry Grandpa's great, man. I really love the guy, and I love Michael and Bridget. And eventually I subscribed to them. I've been subscribed to them for a long time now, over 2 years now. And it's just an unfortunate shame because, it looked like things were going to be doing better and they didn't. I just really feel right here in the heart for Michael and Bridget and all them, and the whole family. Because he was such a great, grandparent and father and friend to people. You watch the way he interacted with his grandchildren, man. He was more than a grandpa to them. He was a father to them. And he's just such a good dad to his son. All of his children. He was a good person. And he always made sure that we knew that he loved us as youngins. He did. And, no matter how sick Angry Grandpa got with the cancer or the cirrhosis, he kept fighting and he kept wanting to record. Even when he was in bad condition, it was one of the last times we've seen him on camera. It was that Friday that Michael released that video. But he was saying, man, I don't want the youngins to forget about me. He was telling Michael this. When are you going to put me on camera? I don't want to be off camera. And, and he almost got offended. But they did a Q&A, and he pretty much got offended at the fact that we thought he would stop recording, or at least some of us did, knowing Angry Grandpa and the way he acted, he's a prideful man and, a proud man. And I knew he would never stop recording. And, he entertained us countless times. He made us laugh our butts off, man, on countless occasions. I can't even tell you. how many of his videos that I've sat and enjoyed and watched over and over. And he has so many videos, I haven't even watched some of his videos. Because there's so many awesome, funny videos, like when he gets evicted from Boeing and he pranks them, or how about when he makes the steak for Michael and he's teasing him. That's one of my favorite videos, man, is where he's teasing Michael about this, because Michael doesn't have anything to eat, and he's cooking the steak and rubbing it in Michael's face, and it's so good. And Angry Grandpa, man, he's a YouTube legend, let me tell you. He's one of the first big YouTube legends, and he's going to always be remembered. He may be gone, but he will never be forgotten. Angry Grandpa will never leave our hearts and our minds. And deep down, we are always going to be youngins, youngins, and we're always going to be part of Angry Grandpa's army. It's just that simple. I will never unsubscribe to the Angry Grandpa Show, or Grandpa's Corner, or any of that stuff, or Michael and Bridget's channel, Pickle Boy. I'll never unsubscribe to them, and I'll never stop supporting them, because they are all good people. And let me just tell you, Michael, you are a great son to your dad. You made the last years of that man's life the best of his life. You bought him a house. You bought him his ultimate dream car in that 55 Bel Air. You bought him his truck. You gave him everything he could. He didn't have to live his last parts of his life worrying about money, because you provided him a good, fun, happy, memorable life. And he will never forget that. And you will always be in his heart. I can guarantee you that. And he will never leave your mind, or mine, or my heart, because that's where Angry Grandpa is. I'm a youngin' for life, and he will be in my heart forever. That will never change. And this whole week, I'm going to be watching Angry Grandpa videos and remembering the man known as Charles Green, the Angry Grandpa. He is truly a great man, a great father, a great grandfather, and above all else, a great YouTuber. He's a YouTubing legend that will never be forgotten. One of the biggest stars to ever hit YouTube, and that can't be forgotten. He's inspired so many people to do so many things, and he has been there with me for times when I've been down, and he doesn't even know it, but because his videos cheered me up, and he just did everything for his youngins. And I'll never forget you, Angry Grandpa, because you are a good man. And you made us laugh, and now you made us cry. But that's okay, because we will never forget anything that you have done for us as people and as your youngins. Just give your love and support to the Green family, please, in any way that you can, by watching his videos to get him some views. Or if it just means writing Michael on his Twitter or on the YouTube channel some good well wishes. I've done that already, and I'm making this video. I've never posted a YouTube video until today. But this Angry Grandpa thing has made me post a video. I feel it's important that Michael and Bridget and the whole family and Angry Grandpa, because I know he's watching up there in heaven. I know he's watching. I want to just say, Angry Grandpa, I love you. I'm a youngin' for life. I'll never stop watching your videos. And may you rest in peace, because your suffering is over. May you find happiness. Now you're reunited with your mother. Rest in peace, Angry Grandpa. Thanks for all the years of entertainment, fun, and laughs. Love you.